When we're alone.
Can you guys hear me? Welcome to Phoenix Holdings. I think we have Josh Wells with us from the MEMEX team. Josh, how are you doing? Pleasure to have you here.
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good, man. I've got my coffee down. Markets are looking, yeah, well, we won't talk about that. But I'm doing good, man. Will it just be yourself with us right today, or is there I see someone that says Cliff Global with their hand up. Are they with your team?
Yeah, he's a part of my team. I don't think he'll be really talking at the AMA, but you can unmute him if he has anything to say. Um,
Okay.
I'm working to get some devs in here right now. They're doing some things in the background preparing for pre-sale.
Okay, awesome. No problem. Let's get started here. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself, your experience in crypto business, kind of what got you into this world that we're all in of meme tokens and cryptocurrency. Your background, your role on the team, and if anyone else is on your team that would like to do the same, that's a great way to start. And then after that, we'll talk a little bit more about the project.
Yeah, I'm Josh. I've been in crypto for roughly about 2.5 years, close to 3 now. I I really got started with just regular basic meme tokens, Dogecoin being one of the big ones, and all the other sorts like that. But once I really got into it and started digging in, I got into groups that started making their own tokens. And eventually, I found a few people and started connecting with them. Actually, started working for PinkCell. So I used to be a salesman for PinkCell. Um, Decided that I wanted to go my own route and do my own thing, and so I am now the CEO of Meme.
Very cool. So you have seen basically all the sides of crypto, everything from the investor to the marketer, to now the project owner, and so you're very multifaceted in your experience. That's very wonderful. Um, let's see, was there anybody else from your team that wanted to introduce themselves before we move on to the next step here?
I think we're good. We're good. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, cool. So all of that experience has brought you to this project that you're now initiating called MEMEX. And if you look at the screen, I'm sharing my screen, everybody who's listening. And it says there, we are MEMEX, more than just a meme, our unique tokenomics, professional staking platform, most affordable launchpad, and easy to use MEMEX bot will put us on top. So Josh, why don't you give us overall bird's eye view of what this project is? And then after that, we'll get into some more detailed questions about the utilities and roadmap and all of that good stuff.
Um, it's been several months ago, and we, as a team, came together when the market went way down, and we decided that this is not something fun for investors as just a launchpad token. We wanted to, I guess you would say, spice things up a bit, get people excited about investing in our token, and add a lot of utilities to it other than just a launchpad. So we added staking, a custom token, um, the MEMEX spot, and all that. So yeah, we initially it was just a launch pad, but we we did a 180-degree turn and made things interesting and exciting.
Very cool. I'm just going to scroll. Oh, sorry. Were you still going there? My apologies if you were.
Dude, no, you're good.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down here a little bit as we go. So first thing we see here is tokenomics, the way it works. Buy taxes will be zero at launch. After 15 minutes, we will set our first price floor. Price floors be set once a week. Price goes below the weekly floor price, then the sell tax increases as it goes down. Tell us a little bit about why it is that you guys are doing this, and maybe where the idea came from, and what your expectation is of implementing this certain utility and tokenomic into your project. It's really interesting, and it's very unique. And me, when I'm an investor, I'm always looking for unique, disruptive utilities and technologies that are going to set your project apart from other projects. I mean, as we know, there's 100 projects that get launched every day. So to have your project have a disruptive technology or utility or tokenomic is very important. So maybe you could talk about this a little bit.
Yeah, so I got the tokenomics from a project that launched about a year ago. They did very well in the beginning. There was just one problem that they implemented was you couldn't sell past the price floor. And so what it eventually became was I guess you would say a honeypot. Nobody could sell, nobody wanted to buy. So we implemented the price floor, but we allow you to sell past the price floor. But you'll think twice before you do it with where the price floor is at and what the taxes are. It really gets you to thinking, should I sell now? Is it a good time to sell? It really keeps people from just actually completely dumping on your chart. It gets people to trade in a smarter way, only take profits when the chart's looking good, and it helps keep the chart greener, I guess you would say.
Brilliant. Okay. I guess the question that I have about that is I actually have been a part of a project like that before. And what I saw happening was you'd have your usual different psychologies there. You have your holders, obviously they're not going to sell because they believe in the team and the technology. Then you have those people who are just waiting there to sell as fast as they can. So what will you guys do to maintain volume so that even if people aren't just sitting there waiting for someone to buy, so that they can go above the price floor and then indeed sell?
So yeah, with our utilities like our launch pad and all that, we will the fees we take from projects coming in, we will continually pour. We will add buybacks into that to increase the buys coming in. It'll be manual buybacks, so there won't be any sales on the chart that go along with those manual buybacks. But yeah, they can always sell if they choose to, but we won't stop marketing and pushing to continually the price floor climbing.
Okay, beautiful. So obviously one of the most important things for building volume is the release of utilities as you go along. It's not wise, obviously, to release all of the utilities all at once. I'm just going to ask you to mute yourself actually while I'm talking, or else we get a little bit of a double. There we go. Sorry about that. So releasing utilities kind of in a staggered way, I think is really important. It's just my own personal opinion. So you guys will have obviously an interesting tokenomic, a bullish tokenomic in my opinion. Talks about here how each transaction you'll burn the tax, or you'll burn a portion of the tax, which is great. It always lowers the supply, which makes the tokens more valuable. That's the lower supply, tokens become more valuable. You're also going to have staking, and you're going to have a low price launch pad, as well as a 12 chain multi-swap. So let's talk about those utilities. You can start with any of them that you would like, but let's talk about all of them and what makes them unique from other projects, and what you're expecting the community to understand and experience as they take part.
So yeah, what you're looking at now is the staking. This will be available upon launch. So we actually take a 2% staking tax that goes in our contract. 2% of all the transactions will go to our staking pool. Um, from this, it will be divided amongst the people who are staked at the time. So our staking pool goes fully based off of how much volume we run. If we're running a lot of volume, the people who are staking will get rewarded from us. Sorry, what?
I didn't say anything there.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say something. But yeah, our staking purely goes off of our volume. It'll be 2% on every transaction that goes to our staking pool. And then our launch pad, we I'll jump over that to our launch pad. Um, it is one of the more affordable launch pads. A lot of launch pads are pretty pricey out there right now. We are only charging 2% BNB for projects to launch with us. 1% of that is actually if somebody refers a project to us, we will give them half of what we make from that project. So if they bring in a 200 BNB project, they'll get 1 BNB from that. And, or no, they'll get 2 BNB from that, I'm sorry. And the other 1% we will use to pay for our team and actually do the manual buybacks into our chart. And then we are actually partnering with people on our launchpad right now. Several influencers that are going to help bring projects into us and help get us really going there. And then we have our, let's see, our 12 chain multi swap. That is actually pretty cool. We're not gonna release that just yet. We're gonna save that for marketing purposes. But any chain that you see right there on your screen, you will be able to swap from that chain to actually buy our token. And another thing you can do is swap chain to chain. You can swap Ethereum to Polygon, anything, Ethereum to BNB. It's just a smart chain swap. And we don't take any fees from that. We the only fees that a person would see would be from the blockchain fees. So that's purely free for people to use, but that will be released probably after we launch for marketing purposes. And then another thing we have is our Memex bot, and that is a Telegram bot that will it is actually going to be for projects to use that hold meme competitions and stuff like that. It'll keep up with memes, and then it'll keep up with the reactions that memes get. The more reactions memes get, then it will obviously they will be the winners, and it'll also have a shill message every time a project uses our Memex bot. It'll have a shill message that goes along with it that will shill our project. It'll tell them what we're about and what we have going on at the time. And so people can learn more about us just by using our Memex bot.
Awesome. Okay, so now let's dig a little bit deeper into all of these. So something that really sticks out to me. There's actually a couple of things. Number one is you're doing a launch pad. I'm not sure where that is on the roadmap yet. We'll talk about that later. But you don't take any tokens from the project. It's very bullish, and you're very low and affordable, which I think is very bullish as well. So basically, what you will be allowing to happen is you'll be basically allowing a free market to work where you're not really getting in the way, and the onus for success will truly be upon the uniqueness of each project that launches on your launchpad. Now, the question that I have is, because you guys are a 12-chain multi-swap, do you plan to be a multi-chain launchpad as well? And will your multi-swap work into that? So say, for instance, you're launching a project that's a P2E on Polygon because, Polygon's a very bullish P2E chain. But say I have tokens in BNB or Ethereum that I want to use to invest in that project on your launchpad. Is that something? Will I be able to merge the two so that I can invest in these projects with any token, or am I missing it here?
No, that will be strictly for our own token. That won't be for any tokens that launch on our launchpad. But however, we are going to implement having more chains on our launchpad for projects to use and investors to invest in.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of. I guess I gave you ideas there. Then those were free.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
okay, very cool. So the 12 chain. So this will be exclusive to BSC until you guys release other chains on the launchpad. Which is very cool. The 12 chain multi swap is such a great idea. Will you guys have your own wallet, and will it work through a Web3 application? In other words, a website that is Web3 uh, activated? Sorry, the terrible word for it, but you know what I mean.
Are you're talking about the multi-chain? I mean the chain multi-swap, right?
Yeah, so all of it together, will it all be on a one DApp, or will it be a website based thing, or will you have like an actual wallet, like a MetaMask type wallet type thing? What are we looking at? What will it look like? And maybe if you could, do you have any screenshots of the actual DApp, or can I click on these and will it go to it?
The
Is it act?
multi-chain, the multi-swap will not work, but the actual launchpad button will. Our launchpad is fully functional right now, and it is, um, yeah. So we're going to add our token to that here in just a little while, and people will be able to go in there and get familiar with the launchpad and see what they have to do for our pre-sale. But yeah, our launchpad is fully functional right now.
Brilliant. Once again, I'll just get you to mute yourself while I'm talking here, so it doesn't we don't get a double. Yeah, there we go. Okay, awesome. That's really bullish that your launchpad's already ready to go, and I'm sure you guys have tested it. From my experience and from everyone who's in here who is quite experienced, who's listening, it's so important to launch and have that launch be smooth. To have the pre-sale before the launch be smooth, then that gives people trust for the next projects that you will launch. So, how thoroughly have you guys tested the Launchpad, and are you very confident that you guys are ready to go?
Yeah, it's been tested several times and successfully tested. We also have been audited through Seek, and what we're getting back from them is that everything is perfect on our Launchpad code, and we are good to go with that. We are just waiting for the final report to come from them before we post that for our community to see.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's back up here then. Another thing that we touched on a little bit, so I think staking makes quite a bit of sense. I don't think we need to talk too much about that, except for maybe perhaps when will staking be initiated? Will it be right after launch, or will you wait a little bit and use it as maybe a marketing tool to keep volume steady? What is your plans?
No, staking will be available right at launch. That's something that we've always told our investors that we would have available for them. So as soon as we launch the staking platform, will be available for them to use, and the earlier you get in, the better it will be for the investors.
Will there be early withdrawal fees? What will the staking fee structure look like?
No, so what we're doing is there will be a 2-week staking time frame. We're not going to lock your tokens in there. If you want to unstake, that's completely okay, but you won't receive any of those tokens that you were going to receive. They will be dispersed amongst the other people that are staking and go to them. So yeah, you have to stake for at least 2 weeks to receive any of your tokens, and if you don't, they will be dispersed elsewhere.
And so there will only be one lock-in package, and that will be the 2-week package. There won't be a lower time frame with maybe less rewards.
No, that well, there possibly we're still deciding what to add to that, but right now it's just the one time frame that we have.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, like I said, that staking is fairly straightforward, and I think that anyone who's been in crypto for even a very short period of time has come across staking. It's a very, it's everywhere. So we've got the Launchpad. We've talked about staking. Talked about the 12-chain multi-swap, which is really cool. You said that the multi-swap won't be ready right at launch. So, or am I wrong? Will it be ready right away?
It's already ready. We're just waiting to let it go live for marketing purposes.
Okay, brilliant. And then this is something that when I saw it, I immediately began to think of all of the different projects that would like to use this. What is your vision with the Memex bot in the sense of if it were to achieve, if you were to achieve your goal with this bot, what would that look like, and what is your goal with it? What are you trying to achieve as like your big 100% goal here?
Yeah, I would just like everybody, every project to know about our bot. The bigger we are, the more it spreads, the bigger we'll get. People will learn more about us. So yeah, it's going to be completely free for projects to use. So every project should use our Memex bot. It's completely free, and it will shield our project as they use it. So I would say we're going to do some marketing with it to try and get it out there and have everyone know about it. And it's completely free for every project to use. So I want so many projects to use this.
Yeah, and I think that it will be helpful because it will organize everything for them rather than them having to spend 2 hours going through everything and organizing it themselves, which is the case now. And many projects do meme competitions. The curious thing for me with this is that you say it will be completely free. So I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, that there you will be making some sort of earning from this, or am I wrong? Is this just a completely philanthropic thing for you guys? You just want to make the space better? There
Yeah,
has to be
it's
back.
no, it's completely free. There is nothing we are making from this. So it's just like a bot that you like a buy bot you add to your Telegram chat. You'll create a group for your meme competition, and then you will bring that bot in, and it will take care of the whole meme competition for you.
Interesting. And so, will you have advertising on that bot? Will you, in a way, try to draw users to your launchpad by using it? I'm just trying to think of what big, big ticket, big vision value this is going to add to your project, which in turn will add value to the investors who invest in the project.
Yeah, so like I said, every time someone uses our meme bot, it will have shield messages. Every time our meme bot sends a message out or is in a group, it will have our Telegram link to our group, so more and more people can join as they see it in use.
Okay, brilliant. And obviously, different projects will have to pay for that space. And I'm not sure if there's profit sharing with the investors with that. Will there be any profit sharing?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, brilliant. I really like this idea, and I think that actually this could really catch on, this Memex bot. Okay, so let's just overview quickly here. So we've got the really unique tokenomics, which are designed to hold the floor and continually raise the floor. We've got staking, via a 2 week staking pool, and you guys can read that there. You'll have a launch pad, which will be one of the most affordable in the space, which if we click on this, we'll see that it's already ready to go. Of course, my internet decides to be slow. Come on. There we go. So it's already ready to go. You're in the process of having the audit completed. It's almost complete, and you'll use this for your launch, which is exciting. And then you've got the 12-chain multi-swap, which you'll be able to purchase your native token with any of these tokens here, these currencies, and it'll be gas. I'm guessing low gas, gasless, because it's a layer 2 wallet application. Is that correct? So basically, what it does is it collects all of the purchases and then puts it through in one purchase, which makes it lower gas. Is that how it will work? That's a little bit more Debbie and into the actual technology of it. But is that how you get the low gas fees? How does that work?
Well, it's just purely blockchain fees. So whatever the blockchain fees are at that time, then it will. That's purely what it'll go off of.
Okay, so say I wanted to use Ethereum, I'm going to then incur the full Ethereum gas fee, or does it make it cheaper for me to use your swap? Does that make sense?
I'm kind of getting what you're saying. I will have to. I don't want to lie to you. I'll have to ask the devil on that one.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen the layer 2 wallets like this that what they do is they tend to pool together the transactions and then send it as one transaction, and that's how you get the lower gas fee. As everyone is kind of paying the gas fee together, and it's much lower. But you can always get back to that. I'm sure that you can educate them on your Telegram about that. I just wanted to ask the question there. Okay, so let's move on now from utilities. I think that we have overviewed them really well. Let's move over to marketing. What is your plan to get as many eyes on your project as possible? Quite obviously, you're doing the AMAs, and that's why you're here, to get in front of as many eyes as possible. But it's beyond the AMAs. What are your plans, short-term, mid-term, long-term, and of course, pre-launch?
Yeah, so right now we are creating partnerships that will last with us to help. We're creating those partnerships with influencers, like groups like this right here. We're creating partnerships with them to where they can refer people to our launchpad and our project, and we can refer people to their say their Telegram group or their college chat, anything that they have. They can help influence our launchpad and our project. We can help influence it. So that will essentially put more eyes on it everywhere.
Okay, brilliant. Are you able to let us know about any of the partnerships, or is that under wraps still right now?
We're still keeping that on the down low at the moment. We have a few influencers that we have already brought in, and they are fully on board with us. But we will announce them in time. We're actually going to, right here on our launchpad, we're going to post them on our launchpad to where investors can see them and immediately click on their, I guess their link, you would call it, and go straight to them and contact them for marketing purposes.
Brilliant. And after launch, are you guys trying to get on any exchanges? Have you been in talks with any of them? And I think after this, we'll go into some of the tokenomics.
We haven't been in talks with any of them yet, but that is absolutely one of our plans to get going.
Okay, brilliant. And I know the community will have lots of interesting marketing questions, so I'll leave that there for now. Let's move over to the tokenomics then. The first question I'd like to ask is, did you guys have a private sale? How much did you raise for your pre-sale? If you are having a pre-sale, I'm not sure if you guys are fair launching or doing a pre-sale. How much will you be raising there? And then what will be the initial liquidity that you guys will be adding?
So yeah, we raised roughly around 175 BNB in the private sale, and then we are raising for our pre-sale 150 BNB, and we're looking at putting anywhere from 85 to 100% BNB from the pre-sale into our LP.
Okay, wonderful. What do you expect your initial market cap to be? And then what will be the buy and the sell taxes at launch? And will those taxes be static? In other words, will they be unchanged for the duration of the life of your token? Or will you be maybe like upping the sell tax at the beginning and then lowering it as you go along? I'm sorry. Did you capture
What
that?
what was the first part of that question?
So the first part is what do you expect the opening market cap to be? And what then after that will the taxes be buy and sell, and will the taxes be static or will they be changing over time?
So yeah, our right now our initial market cap is looking at around right around 180, 190,000. And then our taxes once we launch, um, they will remain the same throughout the entire token. So once we launch, we'll have the 0% flat tax, and then after 15 minutes of that, we set the price floor, and that starts our weekly price floor going out throughout until just basically forever.
Brilliant, and that's perfect. I think that 0% is what everybody wants right now. And then, of course, with your unique tokenomic that sets the floor, I think that you guys will have quite a bit of volume, and you'll be able to get quite high before that floor is set. Of course, that's just an opinion. Don't bank on that, investors who are listening. Everything is always just an opinion here. It's never financial advice. So always do your own research and make sure that you are confident and secure in your investment choices, because you alone bear the burden of whether you make gains or you make losses. So just have to say that. Okay, wonderful. Let's see, before we open up for questions from the community, is there anything that you would like to talk about that you feel maybe we have not covered?
No, I think we covered everything pretty well in detail on every aspect of our project, all the utilities, everything were covered perfectly.
Okay, beautiful. That's always the goal. Okay, so at this point in time, then, what we will do is, if you guys are listening, we'll open up for questions. I see that there's already a bunch of questions. Got a bunch of tags here. So while I go through the questions in the chat, if you would like to ask a question in the VC, please put your hand up. And I see that there are people with their hands up here. I'm going to choose Flashman because he's the first person on my list here. Flashman, please go ahead with your question.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? How you doing, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Very, very good. Yes, absolutely. Welcome.
All right. This is really a great project, man. Really, I must commend you guys for the presentations. It was really great. My question I'd like to ask, the common problem is that nowadays most investors are only interested in initial profits and ignores long-term benefits. So can you give us some good reasons why we should buy and hold your token long term? Did you get that?
yeah. So what your question is why an investor should buy and hold long term? Because we are. I've never been part of a team that is this solid. We're not going anywhere. This is not a money grab for us. This is what we do and what we're trying to make better for investors. We are going to continually push this as far as we can, market it as hard as we can, and continually grow and always add new features and new things for our investors.
All right, that's really great, man. I must appreciate you for that. So the Mutual project, man, I love that. Thanks for the opportunity, LC. I appreciate it.
Thank
Of course. That's why we do this, is to get the investors the information that they need. Yeah, Zoo, please go ahead with your question.
Okay. Yeah, so thank you for the great opportunity. Actually, I've been listening to the AMA, yeah, and it's really a great presentation. So my question is in related to the staking. Yeah, like for example now, if the price of the token goes below the weekly prices, the weekly price flow, is the amount of the token going into the staking pool going to be increased? And also, when we stake your token, are we going to be getting the rewards in the MEMX token, or is going to be in BUSD? Do you get the question?
Yeah. So if we go below our price floor, um, obviously sale taxes increase. So all of the taxes for each individual thing, our marketing wallet, our LP wallet, staking wallet, and everything, will all increase in taxes as well. So more tokens will be going into the staking pool. So that is one good reason you would want to hold is you'll be stacking up tokens that you'll receive from the staking pool. And yes, you'll receive the MEMX token from the staking pool, not the
Okay, okay. How about when we stake your tokens, are we gonna be getting the rewards or our earnings in your MEMX token or?
Yeah, it'll be the token, the MEMX token.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Zoo, for your question. We're going to move on to the next one now. Yeah, he said that it will be reflected to you in the native token.
Okay, thank you for the great opportunity. I will say.
Yeah, thank you for the great question, Zoo. I've got a question here from the chat. It's from Amos. And he says, since this is a new Launchpad, do you have plans for increasing the popularity of the Launchpad through referrals? In other words, he's asking, will you have a referral program that people who aren't a part of the project on the team, but they want to refer it and make some sort of kickback? Will you have that sort of program? And his next question is, how can we get your MEMX spot?
Yeah, so we are doing a referral program. If you refer a project to us, we will pay you half of what we make from that project, but it has to successfully launch before you receive that payment. So if you bring a project to us, you will get 2 BNB for bringing that project to us. And the other question was how to access our MEMX spot. So our MEMX spot is actually not live yet, but we are saving that later for some more marketing purposes, marketing push as we move along.
Brilliant. I'm going to unmute another person here. Just going to go through, and I saw Edit Daniels. I've unmuted you. Please go ahead with your question, sir. Edit. Give you a couple seconds here.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for the great opportunity. Quickly, I just want to know. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Oh, you cut out there. Oh, we lost him. Can you guys hear him? I can't hear him. There you are. Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Okay, sorry. Telegram dropped me off. Okay, quickly, I just want to know. I'm sure you've been working on this project for a long time now. So I just want to know what has been the most exciting and most challenging part working on this project.
What has been the most challenging part? I would say getting our launchpad to perfection the way we want it to. It's been a long road for us, but we are finally ready to release it. It's going to be perfect for investors and projects to use it after us.
Did you get that, Edit?
Yes, and also, what has been the most exciting part, and what are you most excited about this project?
You said the most exciting?
Yeah, he'd like to know what is the most exciting part for you about launching this project.
Just seeing the investors getting excited about, especially today. It's been so busy and chaotic for me, but it's exciting for me because I've been waiting for this day for so long. I've worked so hard for this day, and this is what I've been preparing for over a year now.
Edit, do you have any more questions?
Oh no, it's good. Sorry, Telegram is being funny, and my network is not so good. Thank you very much. That was nice. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. I have another question here from the chat. It's from Patrick. And he says, there are so many launch pads. How will your project ensure that your launch pad will be on top? What strategies will you use to make it competitive in this fierce market? And he's also, and then his next question is also the money that you make from the launch pad going towards, will the money that you make from the launch pad go towards the development of your token?
Yeah, so what we're going to do to separate us is we're going to constantly be out there. We're creating those partnerships with anyone that has a reputable name that can help share our message and share our project to investors. We're going to continually do that. We're going to have a solid sales team that are going to go out and search for projects every day um, until we, not until, but they will continually search for projects every day from here on out and bring us reputable projects and promising projects to our staff.
Okay, and the second question from him was, will the money that you make from the launch pad go towards further development of the token?
Yeah, it will. Some of the funds we make from Launchpad will go into doing manual buybacks and actually doing buying tokens and putting them in our section as well.
Okay, beautiful. I'm going to unmute another. Let's see here. Yusuf Ahmed, I've unmuted you. Please go ahead and ask your question, sir. Yusuf?
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me? My question is about the stacking. What is the limit I can stack it, or is it unlimited? And what will determine that the holder of the MX token can it be used in the ecosystem? Hello?
So there is actually no max amount of tokens that you can stake. You can stake as much as you want. If say you hold 10% of all the tokens stake, then if you hold 10% of all the token stake, then you will receive 10% of the token pool once the 2-week time frame is up.
Did you get that, Yusuf?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to unmute, let's see, see who here. Let's go with E33. I've unmuted you. Please go ahead and ask your question for the team. E33. Just have to unmute yourself to ask your question. All right, we'll move on then. Unless that's him. No. Okay, so I'm going to unmute. Where did you go? You disappeared on me. Moonshot. There we go.
Hello.
Moonshot. Oh, is that E33? Yes, go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Please ask your question.
My question is about the security system. Since there is always a lot of transaction going on, what measures have the team taken to make sure investor funds are going to the safe place during staking, and during staking to be safe, or there's going to be no cyber attack in the future? Do you have a strong cyber security team that can prevent this?
Yes. So our dev team is stronger than any dev team I've seen out there. They are perfect at what they do. They strive for perfection. Um, our launchpad and our staking contract are both highly did highly well on the audit. So um, there is nothing I am worried about someone attacking us.
Okay, can I ask another question?
Of course. Please go ahead.
What partnership do you have in place to inject liquidity into the project?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I mean, what partnership do you have in place to inject more liquidity into the project? I'm talking about the partnership that you have in place.
You're saying what kind of partnerships do we have in place?
Yes.
Just partnerships with influencers, lounges like this, anybody that can help get our name out there. That's the kind of partnerships we are creating right now.
Is that all your questions, E33?
Can I also ask another
Actually,
question?
no. We've got to get to some of the other ones. You've got. If you could just post your question below or go to the Telegram. We just have to get to a few more questions here before we close up.
I have a quick question. Can I ask?
Yes, please go ahead, Vicky.
Okay, so I kind of posted this on the chat, but I don't know if you got it. But my
Sure.
my question is are there
And I
any
also have another
plans?
question.
Are there any plans to prepare for the future when it
I'll
comes
go.
to bear market? Like,
Okay, thank you. I'll go
what
to that
method are
Telegram.
you gonna use during? What method are you gonna be using during panic selling?
Yeah.
You
So
get
his
the question?
question is what will you do to counteract panic selling? And I think you actually have an incredible utility for that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so to prevent panic selling and all that, our custom token and everything should help slow down the amount of sales we see on our chart, especially when we are down. Our sell taxes will increase and our buy taxes will decrease. So it will actually encourage people to stop selling and encourage buys to start coming in.
Okay, thanks for the answer.
ERC. Can I ask my question, or you want to go ahead with someone?
Actually, let's let Moonshot go first, and then you can have the last question, Solar Boy.
All right, bro.
Hello, Arusi. Am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. And my question is about the launch pad. To launch my token using your pad, do I have to hold your tokens, and what percent or amount do I actually have to hold to launch my token using your pad? And lastly, seeing that there are many pads in this space, why would I actually use your pad? What feature are you confident about that makes your pad stand out among other pad? That's my question.
So no, you don't have to hold tokens at the moment to launch any pre-sale on our launchpad. And our affordability is what's going to stand out, and our hardworking devs that are always here to make sure everything goes right. We're always going to be here and assist in any way we can.
Okay, you know that for some pad, holding the token to use their pad to launch, is actually an incentive, or they actually hold some token of your own. So I just had to know, because it actually gives you guys value. So that's why I asked the question. Thanks, RC. Anyways.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you for that question. Solar Boy, please go ahead with your question.
Hello, bro. Can you hear me?
It's loud and clear. Thank you.
Okay, so seeing the most project owner, come around encouraging we investor, to invest in their projects, sometimes just to boost marketing and also, for the development of the project. So now my question is, I just wanted to know, what if the expected, investment or buying of the token doesn't reach what's proposed on your project? I just want to know if you have any backup plan, towards the project. Do you get my question?
Yeah, can you repeat that for me? I couldn't 100% hear you.
Should I repeat?
Yes, please repeat.
All right, I said, seeing that most project owners, they come around, encouraging we investors to invest in their projects, just, boost marketing and other development of the project. So now my question is, what will you do, when the expected investment or buying of the token doesn't reach what you propose on the project? Do you have any backup plan towards the project?
Sorry, I'm not fully understanding the question there.
Can I post it on the chat, RC, so maybe you can read it for me?
I think I understand your question. What you're saying is, actually, yeah, just post it below. Maybe I don't understand as well, and then I'll read it to him.
All right, I'm on it.
All right. We'll just wait
I
a couple
sent.
seconds.
I
There you
just
go.
sent it. I just
Yeah. So
sent it.
he says you see most project owners come around encouraging investors to invest in the project, and they do this to be able to boost marketing and other developments in the project. So the question is, what will you do when the expected investment? Okay, so in other words, he's saying if volume dies down, what will you do to regain the volume for your project? Do you have a backup plan for that? Do you have a discrepancy plan just in case, or not discrepancy? Do you have a contingency plan just in case things don't go the way that you expect?
So with our token, if our volume slows down, we will continually work. We won't stop working on our launchpad, which will bring more projects in, and then will continuously help us do buybacks and stuff for our staking holders and everything like that. So we will continually keep volume in there for our investors.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. And also thank you, RC, for helping me to, ask the question in a shorter way. Thank you very much.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. I think that will be our last question. We're coming up on an hour here. And I think that honestly, we have gotten most of this project covered in a very detailed manner. And most of the questions have been asked. I can't really think of any questions. I suppose, actually, there's one last question that I would like to ask, and it hasn't been asked yet. Do you guys have any prospective projects that want to launch with you already? Are you in talks with any teams?
Yeah, we're actually talking to a few right now. Nothing is set in stone yet, but we are actually communicating with a few just to have ready to come on board with us.
Okay, brilliant. And when do you expect to launch your first project, ballpark?
Launch our project or a project before?
Not yours. Yeah, sorry if that wasn't clear. Launch the first project that partners with your Launchpad.
As soon as possible, as soon as we can get a strong project in, then that's what we'll do.
And is there any specific niche that you are looking at to have launch on your platform, or will you be just open to any and all type of DeFi project?
We are looking for strong projects that have strong communities that are actually vetted by other people that may know them to come on our Launchpad. We don't want to encourage rug pulls or anything like that. We want strong projects, trusted projects on our Launchpad.
Okay, brilliant. And how will you help in marketing the projects that launch in your Launchpad? And that's my last question.
So yeah, we'll continually support them in any way we can. We will post about them in our Telegram chat and refer them to all of our marketing guys that we have that's actually on board with us, and try to get them a discounted price for using them through us.
Okay, brilliant. And I told the white lies that was my last question, but another question popped into my mind, which I think is really important. Will there be benefits for holders of your native token who want to get into projects on your Launchpad and invest in the pre-sales and whatnot? Will there be benefits for token holders based upon their holdings?
Yes, there will be benefits. If you hold a certain amount of tokens, then we will you'll get into a whitelist round for pre-sales, but you have to hold a certain amount of tokens to get that benefit.
And are you able to reveal to us what that amount of token is?
We are still discussing that right now, but I don't want to give anything away. But yeah, I'll just say we're still discussing that at the moment.
Okay, brilliant. With that, I want to say thank you for answering all the questions and indeed having the answers to all the questions. I think that's very important. It was very organic AMA. You obviously care very much about this project because you had every answer ready to go and you didn't really have to think very much about it. So that tells me that you're really, really, really into this. And as you can imagine, many AMA projects that we've seen come through aren't necessarily like that. So to me, that's very bullish. I always encourage investors to invest in teams first and then utilities after. So I think that you have that covered. And I think that's a really, really great starting position for you guys. And I believe that you'll do well. So I'll give you the floor now to close up with whatever it is that you'd like to close up with. But please include when your expected launch date is, and of course, when your expected pre-sale date is, and maybe the hard cap, soft cap of the pre-sale if you know that yet.
Yeah, so actually our pre-sale is today, in a few hours actually. We will be starting our pre-sale, um, and it is going to be roughly around 150 BNB hard cap. Um, I would encourage everyone to join our Telegram and get ready for our pre-sale because there is a lot of eyes on us right now, and it's going to be something exciting to be a part of.
Okay, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We just want to wish you guys the best on your pre-sale today. And I personally will be keeping my eye on not only the pre-sale, but the launch and the launch pad. And I'll definitely be letting people that I know who do projects and who have need of your meme bot, I'll let them know about it. If you're listening here and maybe you've just joined us, make sure that you take a listen to this AMA. It's being recorded. It will be posted. And indeed, if you have more questions, please go and join the Memex chat, their Telegram. And I'm very sure that they'll answer all of the questions that you have. And so with that, we'll close up. And yeah, sir, very best of luck to you. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having us on to have this experience with y'all.
All right, good sir. Well, take care then. I'm going to close up the chat. We have some prizes that we'll be giving away to the community as a thank you. So keep your eyes on the chat community. We're posting that soon. And yeah, I think it was a really great AMA. And stay tuned for more good things upcoming. And with that, we'll close, unless you have anything else that you'd like to add, good sir.
No, that's everything for me. Thank you.
Okay, brilliant. Well, take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Much love, and invest wisely, do your research, and you'll be better off for it. Try not to FOMO, and then there'll be less panic selling as well. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye.